What kept me riding after the accident is just because it's an adventure every day on the bike. You can get into a car, you get bored, you're stuck in traffic, but on a motorcycle, every ride is a good ride. So I didn't want to give that up. Ever since I was a kid, I think in kindergarten is when I started drawing, and I actually won like an award. For that year, there was an art competition and I did a picture of a possum and I won first place for doing it. When I moved down to South Florida, I had been a regular customer with Stroke of Genius tattoos. I kind of decided that I needed to do something I was more passionate about. I went to get a new tattoo, and it just I finally had the courage to ask if they would take me on as an apprentice. I was on I-95 and I was trying to exit and someone cut me off. And so I had to go over on the shoulder, but there was like a bunch of gravel and stuff on the shoulder. So I actually ended up crashing on 95 and like kind of sliding down the road. I couldn't get up off the road, I couldn't pick up my motorcycle. And so I just had to kind of, luckily people pulled over, but I had to just lay there until the ambulance came and took me to the hospital.
Tried to keep them up on most of the car because I was like, I can't have how it was last night.
I feel like there's always something that you don't anticipate when you get started. I think the two biggest challenges are you have to really be available to people and connect with your customers. People aren't just going to walk in and get things from you if they don't know who you are and have some sense of connection with you. Surprisingly, it takes a lot of discipline, and you really have to learn to recover because you're working with people's bodies, and there are so many different ways to pierce someone to make sure it heals correctly. And if you make a mistake, you have to be able to recover. You can't not do that piercing again. So I think a big part of it too is showing up to work every day, because you have to get as much practice as possible in. I think a lot of people look at tattoo artists and piercers and they think, oh, it's a casual job, you can show up whenever you want, you can be late, you don't have to work all the time. I currently work 6 days a week, and it's because I want to get as much time in the shop as possible. The best thing about piercing people, so one, you actually do get to create something. So even though it seems like I'm making a hole and putting a piece of jewelry in there, I encourage people to get things that I think are going to look good on them. And so I'm still creating some art in some way, but also to see how excited they get afterward. Because people want to look good, they want to feel good, and I get to help them do that. So what I see for my future in this industry is I want to keep doing piercings, keep getting better at them. I've only been doing this for about 4 years full-time, which seems like a long time to most people, but some of the best piercers are doing this 10 years and plus. And I want to get better at it, keep learning new techniques, and then hopefully one day I'll learn to tattoo as well. Anyway, the best advice I could give anyone just in life would be to not stop pursuing the things they want to do. You can make a career out of the thing you love. It may take you a longer time to get there. It may not be as simple as you think to do that thing, and you may not land in the exact position that you expected, but you can work in the career that you want to. Don't stop pursuing it.